guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Kyuujin cosplay, and today we are back again, guys, with The Lost Kingdom, episode 7 of season 3.
Yes, last episode we met up with Brita, and at first it was tense, but then over the course of the episode, we had a few memories of season 1, and then they kind of reconnected a little bit, and they're still threatening each other, but
not okay.
They're joking about it
Yeah.
now, you know? So they kind of made up a little bit. So even if they are still on opposite sides, it looks like the beef between them
Is
dealt
there
with.
is not hard feelings, right?
Yeah, no harsh feelings.
Harsh
so
feelings.
that's really good. And they went and found Story, the seer from season 1 who cursed Brita, and she killed him without breaking the skin or dropping a single drop of blood. So, and that's apparently how you break a curse. So now we know how to deal with Skade, and we also know how to help Ragnar pass on to Valhalla.
We need to kill the one who denied him his heaven, basically.
With a sword that's been dripped with the blood of Ragnar. So basically, his sister. So we're gonna deal with that, and then we have to kill Aethelwold.
That's gonna be an awkward conversation. Oh, Thori.
She'll be totally fine with it.
Can I take your blood so that Ragnar can go to Valhalla?
She'll be totally fine with it.
I'm gonna with Father Bioka because he's not.
He's probably not gonna be around. He doesn't have a say in this. It's her body. Anyway, and it's not like she dies for this. Like she just puts a little bit of blood on the blade. So basically, Brita's gonna try to figure out who killed Ragnar while Uhtred deals with Skade and everything. So we're gonna see that. And meanwhile, we think that there might be something going on with Citric.
Yeah.
Because he had a fight with Uhtred last episode, but we don't believe in the fight. Like we want to believe that it's a plan.
It's kind of too convenient that they fight with each other right in front of the prisoner.
Yeah.
So we want to believe in our boys, please.
Yes, we think he might have done this so that one of the prisoners brings him to Skade and he can just take her out of the camp. So we will trust in him, and hopefully this is exactly what's happening. So I say we jump in this episode, see what they have in store for us next. We are reaching the end of this season, so
yeah,
I think things might be, since we had a fight last episode, maybe things will be dull a little bit, and then they'll do that. I don't know. Yeah. But this season has been a lot of highs.
And lows.
So, no, not many lows. A lot of blows to us, so high emotionally.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a bit scared for the finale, considering.
I'm kind of expecting Alfred to die by the end of it.
I am also kind of expecting him to die, and I don't want that to happen, but we know it will. So. Okay, let's jump in this episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when these come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions. Let's go!
What is it? You mean, who is it?
Please confirm our theory, please.
Yeah.
You're back?
I don't want to be wrong.
That's good. Citric? Gone with the prisoners, Lord.
No, doesn't seem to be surprised or anything.
Okay, so that was part of the plan, yes!
Reaching Skade would have been near impossible. She's in the middle of 2,000 Danes or more. Can be done.
Okay, they're not talking about the fact that Citric is going there, so maybe they truly believe he betrayed them.
No.
Or it's a plan between Citric and Uhtred and the others don't know. Or Citric just did it on his own. I want to believe in him. Okay, so that's Aethelwold's guy.
Yeah.
He's gone. Like smoke.
They didn't waste any time.
Trying to kill Uhtred, so yeah. She's gonna be in the crossfire.
You know how to use it. Pointy end forward, as Punic would say.
We should divide. Pointy and forward.
She's so badass. I know how to fight, bitch.
She's a nightmare, damn it.
She's a ninja. She has no fear. And there you go. Teamwork.
They do make a good teamwork, yeah.
Come on, tribe. He's just like, fuck this shit.
You know your face. It is a common enough face. You're of Winchester.
You're Aethelwold's man.
I am Lord.
You He sent you here to do what?
To kill you, Lord. And I am glad to have failed.
Miserably?
I am glad.
He technically never asked for this.
Once again.
You will return to Aethelwold and to Haesten, Knut and Bloodhair. You will tell him that Uhtred of Bevernburg is coming as the Shadow Walker. And they will die as my brother died. I will send them all to Niflheim.
If you don't know who killed Ragnar, just don't
Like
take any chances and kill
some of you
everyone.
may doubt me. I am a lord without wealth, without land. Follow me and I will take you down a hard, brutal path. But it is a path that leads to the one thing every true warrior desires. Reputation.
He is good at that. He's not good at money.
Have you
but-
seen his resume? Once again.
For whether you are Dane or Saxon, I swear I will die to protect each and every one of you.
And he's always been good at speeches.
My mind is clear about what must be done. But I cannot do it without you.
Bon, ben on s'en va là.
No, they're supporting him. Stop
I'm
it.
joking. I'm joking. He knows how to rally men, right?
And I love that he keeps saying, you know, whether you're Danes or Saxons,
You're still men that I need.
if you're with me, you're with me. You know, it doesn't matter. He understands how it should be.
Yeah. The true end goal of England, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Part 2 of his plan. Part 1 didn't work, so...
Whatever happens, you had it coming, buddy.
Father Peerling, I wish to speak to the king. Father Bayoka, then.
He's occupied.
Then any member of the Witan, Edward even. They say he is about to marry.
You'll be dead by then, Lord.
Then I make my plea to you, Father Peerling. I am misunderstood.
Sure.
The time would be better spent in prayer.
Alfred is in danger. From those who would do harm to Wessex.
Like you?
Men like yourself.
If I really mean to do Alfred harm, then why have I returned alone?
He's become good at this, though, so...
Yeah, he learned good.
Because,
Learned
like,
good.
he could still say something about Aethelred and freak out Alfred a little bit.
True.
You will die as Ragnar died. He says he will send you all to Niflheim.
I say let him come.
Yes.
I make a sacrifice of the Saxon bastard.
You should have done that, Alfred.
I hear a rat's wheeze.
I
He
love
told
this.
to run too.
I love this banter between them. They'll destroy each other.
You were fool enough to lose men in a fortress.
Though I managed to keep hold of my woman.
It wasn't the one you wanted.
Shall I show you how I met her blood?
Shut your mouth.
Honestly, if they don't kill each other,
We make
oh
this square, you and
boy.
I.
Bloodhair, no, enough of this.
Do you want me to hump you in the square, Bloodhair?
We fight. We fight now.
If that is what you want, then yes, fight me.
That's what I want.
Nowhere. Cut your heart from your chest. Prepare.
Oh, they are so close to killing each other. Oh, fuck. Why?
We'll make the square then.
I don't know if someone is gonna stop that fight, but one less leader is good.
I kind of feel bad for the messenger.
I do feel bad too. It was like needless killing. It's just
Anger killing.
Does he know you're here?
she's just playing them all.
You know me. You believe in me. All I want is your victory. You must win me.
You will be mine once again.
You must not win.
You will not win, I swear.
You cannot win. Never.
Honestly, yeah, let us get rid of one of the two. I would actually... I don't know if he can defeat Bloodhair. I kind of wish Bloodhair would die first. Because the other one is too
Honestly,
stupid.
I do think that Bloodhair is a better fighter than Haesten. But
yeah.
anything can happen, so.
He's a better fighter, but Skade went to him, gave him blood and stuff, so maybe she made him woozy. Maybe she put some of the mushrooms she was gathering before in it. Because Bloodhair is more dangerous than Haesten, so if you get rid of Bloodhair...
Who do you wish to see as victor?
I think she did something to the blood.
I am
think?
destined for neither.
He's doing this, like, yeah. He's still good, but... See? He's not seeing straight. Or what if he kills Haesten, but then he dies because it's poisoned in the blood?
Well, she just said neither. Maybe that's what... Maybe
That's what she
she's
did?
opinion.
But then, like, wouldn't they know if he died from poisoning? It's a bit sad though, like I feel a little bad for him because as a warrior it's the worst, you know? Oof.
She is poison to all men.
Yeah. It's too soon after Ragnar.
I had not expected such a large welcome.
Aethelwold, you are accused of conspiring
They
with
need
the
to deal with
Danes to
them
ride
before the
against
wedding.
Wessex and Mercia.
Yes, Lord, I understand that is how it must have appeared, but that is not the
If
truth.
not, the
of
wedding
matter.
will not happen.
You have made an agreement with these Danes to seat yourself on his very throne as their puppet.
I went to spy on the Danes to bring their secrets home to Wessex.
It's unfurry.
We will hear him.
They brought me into their trust and revealed their plans. I could never give myself over to them and came to warn you, Lord.
What secrets of the Danes do you claim to have discovered?
They await your death, Lord.
Well, that's not a secret.
They wish to exploit the chaos that will follow.
But then again, he's playing with
I wish to
Alfred's
swear
fear.
allegiance to the Etheling Edward.
Oh boy. He is doing everything he wanted Uhtred to do. And Alfred is afraid about the future.
I should have done more to stop him straying.
You did all you could, Lord.
You might feel like he's failed his brother.
He cannot live, Lord. Men will think you weak.
So I must take my brother's son's life to prove otherwise. And to step from the Christian path of mercy this close to the end.
Aethelwold is a man who believes himself to be king.
Yeah.
He is a danger to Edward.
Yeah. It's all about that in the end. He can't be trusted, and he did try and betray you several times.
True.
He came this close to killing him last season.
How is the girl you once loved?
She is confined to a nunnery.
Whilst Edward marries another without so much as a backward glance, it appears. I would understand it entirely if you could not serve him.
Once again.
His brain fucking.
The king.
He's really gotten good at this, I will admit.
You learned a lot.
Compared to how he was in season 1.
I have decided in part to accept your word.
Thank you, Lord.
Wessex is a sacred place of fairness and pity.
Oh boy.
He's gonna spare him.
This land which holds the promise of England. That is what you have put in danger.
Oh.
The smile is just like,
For turning an eye to the Danes, the punishment
is an eye?
is blinding.
Oh boy! He was so happy, and then like, oh.
Rightly, Aethelwold should lose both, but I will be merciful. Only one eye will be taken.
He'd be like Odin, basically. Which...
So that Aethelwold might use the other to find the path to redemption. No!
He's not killing you. That's the uncle.
Could have been dead, buddy.
I love these shots they always do with Alfred. Where we just see the crown. But then, like, he's not killing him, though. So, he's still gonna be alive to do his shit, and he's gonna be pissed to do his shit. So, the problem is not dealt with.
I think it may bite Alfred in the ass later.
Maybe not Alfred, but Edward. Time to know if we were right. For sure we were.
You have something to say to me, boy?
I do. Yield to me.
Hey, I love it! Yay!
My goodness, they were playing us, Finnan.
He was aware.
If you had not believed it, us further know what others.
I fooled you.
No, I knew.
No, you did not.
Okay, he suspected, but he didn't know.
To Bloodhair.
He did.
Dad, you fought with Haesten and was killed by Skade.
Good Jesus.
She's a witch like no other. She is allowed to collect grass and herbs by a tree for her spells.
Tell her I'm here and take her there tonight.
Thank God. I'm happy about this. But they were good.
We were right. We can believe in our boys.
Okay, you're about to lose an eye. It could have been death. It should have been
Do you
death.
think that maybe this punishment might be the step for him to get better, or he's gonna just get worse and worse and worse?
Why would he get better?
Because his uncle technically spared him, right?
He expected him to spare him. You saw his smile.
Yeah.
He manipulated them into sparing him. He thought Alfred was going to be too weak to kill him.
Your wife is.
She likes this shit.
Oh. Whew.
All we need is to kill her without dropping a drop of blood.
Bring me a rope then.
Will he do it? Is the question.
I knew you'd come for me, Lord. I'm ready.
He's here, Lord! Uhtred is here! Let me now! What's your plan? There are ships on the river! Make sure it was the nice lads! Prepare the all! Ready the all! Archers, quickly!
He played them all. Everyone is playing everyone. You kind of deserve that.
Everyone will now know what you done, what you did.
But then he's already manipulating people inside there. It is like Odin. You kind of deserve that, but
I'm scared that this is gonna create a bigger enemy in the later seasons.
Yeah.
Because now you got a grudge.
Yes, and
A
it might
bigger
have
grudge,
fueled them a lot
yeah.
more. And that's the thing, for Alfred's sake, for Wessex's sake, for Uhtred's sake, I'm like,
Do you
he
remember
could, he should have died.
Kjartan's sons in the first season?
Yeah.
Uhtred's adopted father
Yeah.
took an eye, and it created just more problems in the long run.
It's a grudge that he might keep. And the thing is, like, I don't know if Alfred is gonna live long enough for this to
I'm expecting
bother
the
him.
end of season 3, so
Yeah.
no.
But you know, I don't think Aethelwold. We could still be surprised. That's the thing with his character. He's surprised us before. He could still surprise us, but at the moment, I'm not sure he will change again. You know,
Because
he wants that throne. He thinks that he's owed
It's
that
his
throne.
birthright, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
technically could have, because his father was king.
Yeah, but it was his own damn fault for not being worthy of it.
He wasn't worthy of him.
He would have destroyed Wessex at the time, especially. And now Alfred is king. But the thing is, with those things, like the father, whose daughter's about to marry Edward, has a point. You know, as long as Aethelwold is around, or if he ends up having kids one day, there's always going to be unease. There's always going to be people who are going to be like, well, he should have been the rightful king. Even if they don't like Aethelwold, we saw this in season 1 with young Ada. If they don't like Aethelwold, but Edward becomes king and they think Edward is weak or he's not listening to them, or, you know, he does something they don't like, automatically their play becomes Aethelwold or his descendant. Anyone, you know, who could claim the throne becomes a puppet at this moment. And Aethelwold is a person who definitely could claim the throne if something were, you know, if Alfred dies and Edward is not ready, then he's a contendant, exactly. So even if he doesn't deserve it, it doesn't matter. He's a puppet. And I've been saying that, like, he's a puppet to the Danes, he's a puppet to the Saxons.
Not
And
yet master.
he's also becoming good at manipulating people. Like in the Witan and stuff, everything he said was perfectly thought of to have them forgive him. He talked badly about the Danes, you know, he said everything they all think, you know, their hair, their culture, their way of doing things, like they are so different. And they hate their religion and stuff. Like he played his cards so well.
Portraying himself as a victim, basically.
And then he brought the unease when it comes to Uhtred, how Uhtred is the true traitor and stuff. Like with these people, it's so easy because they're gonna believe a Saxon over a Dane, even if Uhtred is technically a Saxon. And at the end of the day, if he's like, oh, you know, I pretended to be with the Danes, I played spy, and then Uhtred is like, I pretended to be with the Danes, I played spy, they're gonna believe Aethelwold over Uhtred. So I love that Alfred was at least, you know, questioning it a lot. Like, he knows Uhtred, and we've talked about this, and I love that he kind of shut that train of thought fast.
We're not there to talk about Uhtred, but about Aethelwold, so...
Yeah, and his problem was more like, he's my brother's son, which we can talk about a bit after, but for the others, like, as king, you have to make a decision when it comes to Aethelwold that both fits the crime and also respects the opinions of your people, because if you start making decisions that they don't like, they can turn on you. True. And he cannot allow Wessex to be uneasy for Edward.
Which remind me of what happened with young Ada and his father. Mm-hmm. His father basically killed his own son because he was a threat to the throne and a king.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I know those are different times. We do not think like them. It's not the same thing as of now. But
Ada was really a good supporter of the throne.
He basically was like Alden, Aethelred's right man. He thought about the kingdom first.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Speaking of like just really, really quickly, I think his fascination for Aethelflaed is turning into perhaps infatuation. Like he might have a crush on her. And I do hope, like...
She's a beautiful, strong, wise woman. Why wouldn't he?
She's a good choice for Mercia, which is why he's supporting her, which is good. It's nice to have a supporter. But then he also betrayed Aethelred before, so I don't know if we can totally trust him. And I'm a bit afraid because she's definitely developing something with Uhtred. And if this happens... And he's got a grudge, like he doesn't like Uhtred either. Mm-hmm. So if something happens there, I do wonder if he's gonna turn on her eventually or do something stupid because his admiration is turning into...
infatuation?
Yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but that was just a straight thought I wanted to talk about. But yeah, Aethelwold situation is dangerous because everything they're saying is right. And that was his thing, like it's the best type of lie because everything was true. Most of it was true.
We always say that the best lie have some bit of truth in it.
Exactly. And he played with their fears, Alfred's fear of the future. Like, he brought back how he, Edward made his decision at Flea and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, exactly, because you made it happen. So now we totally understand why it had to be Edward, because he needed Edward to prove himself. So we get to see how Alfred is preparing for the future, because his biggest fear is that his dream is not going to happen, his son is not going to be ready, he's not going to have the support, and then in comes Aethelwold with his swearing for Edward, which is something he wants Uhtred to do, but yeah, Uhtred is not doing that. And then turning around and being like, oh, I would totally understand if you would not support Edward anymore. He's already playing around with the people and their opinion of Edward. So there's genuine concern for Edward's future, and that's Alfred's biggest fear. So if you play with that, you've got Alfred.
We know that Uhtred's gonna be there for Edward.
Hopefully.
Because he owe him a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
But yeah, what I mean.
I'm just like, they should have killed him. They should have killed him. Although, keeping him alive though makes it possible for them to end up killing him with a blade for Ragnar.
Sure. We still need him to be killed for Ragnar's sake.
We cannot. But then this is gonna be worse though, because if we find out, because they know, the Jesus, I said his name before and I'm forgetting it now. But the people at the camp, they know that Aethelwold killed Ragnar. So eventually Brita might know, and Uhtred might know.
Haesten and Knut.
Haesten, thank you.
Haesten and Knut know.
So they might know, and then they'll have to kill Aethelwold. But now he's just been pardoned, so he's on Wessex's side.
Technically,
according to the laws and stuff. So if Uhtred goes against Aethelwold, it's not going to be good.
It's going to be against Wessex again.
Yes, and they won't be, by all, technically, if they learn about Ragnar, everyone in Winchester will be like, well, he killed one of our enemies, so how is that bad? That would even confirm even more that what he said in the Witan, which was a lie, but that would confirm his lie a little bit. Like, he's on their side.
You know, I did say that I was kind of confused about his character because, well, not confused, but his character is going a lot of roller coaster with his decisions and on the line of being a good man and a wicked man.
He's always wanted the crown, but before he wasn't ready, and I think he eventually he understood that, so he started learning. And then when he, learned enough, spent enough time with Uhtred, spent enough time learning how to manipulate the people and stuff.
You went on the selfish path for
it started when he got the prophecy that he was going to be king of Wessex. So I think he still believes in that, and I think he's still, very focused on that throne. But now that people have told him that it's going to happen, he's prepared to to act for this. So that makes him dangerous. And now with the eye thing, he's got a grudge, and we'll see how he reacts. But this is big, and this is bad.
I've said it so many times, but Alfred's wife, she's something, right?
I've never liked her. Sometimes she speaks the truth. It's true. Like with Aethelwold, she meant, I think she was right.
She was right. He is a threat.
It's just that she doesn't know when to shut up.
She got a loose tongue. She say what's on her mind, and sometimes this is not a good thing because she say harsh words.
Or she speaks without thinking, or she gives away opinions that, are not welcome. Like, whenever she speaks against Uhtred in public, I'm like, she's helping the unease of the whole fucking crowd. So that's not good. But this time I thought she was right. And, unfortunately, Alfred was... I get it, because again, like with Alfred, it's always been his duty as a king versus his family, his humanity, his person, And in this case, it is his brother's son. He is about to die. He is, wondering if killing his brother's son will be, an ultimate sin or something. Because
technically it is. Isn't it one of the commandments to not kill your own kind or something?
Yeah, but like as king, you have made these decisions before. You have killed men. You can justify it by saying, "Oh, they're Vikings, they're pagans and stuff," but it's still murder. Like, I don't think they say in the Bible, oh, you don't get to kill your neighbor unless they're they're following another religion.
Well, that's a commandment. You shall not kill.
You shall not kill. I know, but he's killed before because his duty demands it. And in this case, if he's so focused on the future and stuff, he should have thought about it, or at least keep him in prison. But then from prison, he gets to speak. It's not like you cut away his power, because anyone who comes in and gives him food can talk to him. Like, Ada fucking killed himself in prison because Aethelwold brought him the knife and stuff. So, it's still possible to have power down there, and it's a good place to fester in your revenge plans and stuff. So, still, I get it. Like, he didn't want to... He couldn't be weak because of his king status. He didn't want to, be strong according to what was demanded of him because of who Aethelwold is. He is family, and that's the worst. That's the fucking worst. But then Aethelwold is the one betraying you.
Aethelwold, man. You were going on a good path learning from Uhtred and counter your own goal. But then you had to decide to become selfish about your own goal.
Like, the episode where he came close to killing Alfred and then he decided not to was the episode I was like, oh, dude, you're actually making a good decision here.
Because
perhaps you have
I love seeing characters with a shitty personality that are...
they start very low.
But they learn from their mistakes and they're growing. And he was he was starting to do that.
Yeah, but then, he's just fucking throwing
Then
that.
he turned left.
But it's not, like, it happened because of the fucking prophecy thing, which was a lie, but, like, it was enough for him to believe in the possibility, and so now everything is going to hell. Anyway, this is going to hell, but at least Uhtred is doing good. He's got Skade. I'm waiting to see if he's going to kill her. And I'm really happy that Sihtric is on our side.
Yes. I believe in my boys.
Because, like, I was afraid a little bit when Uhtred came back and everyone said, like, talked like he wasn't...
He betrayed them.
But then it would make a lot of sense. I was just wondering, why didn't he tell Finan or anything? But then it makes sense. If they believe it...
It's going to be more true.
Yeah, and if you keep it between you and Sihtric, you're sure that, there are no spies around. Like, you're about to do it, so why wouldn't they do it? You gotta make sure that no one is hearing, so I really love this. And, like, of course, they do this all the time with Sihtric. They send him to the enemy's camp pretending to be someone else, and then he, that's his strength. That's what he does. So I'm so happy we were right about this.
I just hope that someday this isn't gonna come and be his doom, basically, because since it's always gonna be a double agent for
he could still die. He could still die.
I know,
but this time at least it's not from. I mean, he could have died from Uhtred's own hand. So I'm happy it wasn't. The case. I'm happy it's. And I love that Finan was like, he had a suspicion. He was like, and then he's like, I fucking knew it.
No, you didn't.
He's us. He's basically us. But it was a good news, and now we have Skade, and we're like, we're being smug about it, but they manipulated the camp so easily.
Speaking about Skade, Brita is so right. She's a poison to all of them. I mean, I do believe that she has power, that she can see visions, but compared to what she's doing with her manipulation skills,
it's nothing.
It's nothing.
Like, she fucking played Bloodhair so easily, and, like, they all are obsessed with her, so it was easy, in my opinion, to get in between them and have them fight each other, and then making sure, and I'm glad, like, I thought it was sad for a warrior to die like this, because it's like you're being robbed of your chance to die honorably, even if he died with his weapon. Like, he was played. So this is a bit sad. Like, it's unfair. But then again, I'm happy it's him who died because he's the more dangerous of the two.
Compared to Haesten.
Yeah. Haesten is so dumb. Like, I don't think he's a problem at all. But Bloodhair could have been a problem. So now we got rid of him. And now we only need to worry about Knut.
Do you think that what she used in the blood was just to...
We saw her gathering mushrooms.
Make him woozy, or at the end of it, he would have died from it?
No, I think it was to make him woozy.
Okay.
Because he was meant to be killed by Haesten. Because that's the thing, if he had died from poison, I was about to say, like, oh, they would have turned on her and be like, well, you obviously did something to him, so it would have been bad, and no one would have been there to protect her from others. Now Haesten, was protecting her till Uhtred came around. Like, she still needs to look out for herself. Then she did kill Bloodhair with 2 knives, but he was aiming at her.
He tried to kill her.
Yeah, so that's justified for her. But I think if she had made sure that Haesten died in the fight and he died from poisoning, they would have turned to her and be like, what did you do to him? And things would have been bad for her. So making him woozy was kind of pushing luck so he would die in the fight. And then he fucking swung at her, so she was smiling the whole time, though it's obvious what she did. I don't know if, like, I don't think Knut, was lying to himself about what happened in that square, but, like, there's nothing you can do. These guys were fighting over her, and they would have kept fighting over her, so one of them had to die. And Knut just is thinking, I have more men now.
Yeah.
Unless they left, and that's possible. But he's gonna be happy because apparently Brita just gave him her man. But I think she's manipulating him a little bit.
She is. She doesn't want to be with him.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to stop this here because you have stuff to do at work, and I am not feeling my throat anymore.
That was something. Seriously, guys, I am kind of waiting, scared, and excited to see what's gonna be the next step with Aethelwold, because
that last shot was cool.
What happened?
That last turn with the music and the eye reveal was really, really cool. I don't think it's a coincidence that they took away the exact same eye as Odin, but we'll see how that affects him. Because Odin lost his eye to gain wisdom, right?
Yeah.
So he got out of this better. He got out of this stronger.
Like I said, I can see two outcomes from this. One is gonna get worse and is gonna put a bigger revenge.
One is gonna get wisdom and he's gonna realize that what he's doing is weird and shitty, but I don't think so. Or he's gonna come out of it stronger with his anger and stuff. We'll see. But maybe maybe it's not I don't think it's a coincidence, but we'll see how that affects him in his journey. But
we're gonna see him in a couple of years with long beard,
a raven,
long hairs, and a raven.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I am excited too. And now that we have Skade, I want to know if Uhtred is gonna kill her. He should.
He needs to be with Aethelwold, so yes.
He should kill her. Like we should have killed Aethelwold.
She's poisoned. There's nothing other than that. She's poisoned.
The only reason why we're fine with her is because she chose Uhtred. She literally chose Uhtred, so we know she won't turn against us, but then we do anything that she doesn't like, she has the power to do. Exactly. So, yeah, I think she needs to die. But again, Aethelwold needed to die too, and they didn't kill him, so... We will see maybe in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be on YouTube next week, guys. So stay tuned and we're gonna see you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys.